53 on breakfast. Baby banks around the UK are helping many families in their time of need, and now they are supporting Ukrainian refugee families. One bank in Surrey has helped a mother and a toddler find essential supplies, but also a very special doll. We'll explain that in a moment, so we can speak to Nicola Dawes, who runs the Stripey Stork baby bank. Nicola, good morning to you. Lovely to have you with us. Talk to me a little bit about the work, because you're already involved in helping families, but now particularly, given everything that we've seen with Ukraine, that is now something that you're keeping a very close eye on and able to help one family already.
Yes, that's right. So Stripey Stork are a baby bank, and what we do is we take in all of the fantastic good condition equipment that families have outgrown: cots, prams, high chairs, clothes and toys, and we rehome them with families who need a helping hand. We've been doing that for many years now, and obviously it was important to us that that service would extend to the families who are arriving from Ukraine. So we've been, preparing, making sure that we're well stocked up with all of the items needed, and we've made it clear that, our service was available to those families. So it was wonderful when, a local family who are going to be hosting a mum and daughter who arrived from Ukraine got in touch with us and asked us if we could help.
We're just looking at some of the pictures of the operation that you've got there, and it strikes me already as a huge logistical challenge. Talk me through how you pull all of this together and some of the help that you get from the community.
Yes, that's right. It is a real community effort. You hit the nail on the head there. We've got a fantastic team of volunteers who take in donations from the community. Local families, local businesses support us. They bring all those brilliant items to us. We make sure everything is clean and safe and well presented. We want the families to feel like they're receiving a gift and not a handout. And so we make sure that our shelves are well stocked, so that when requests for help come in for a whole range of circumstances, the stock is ready to go, and really just being, a bit of a helping hand, helping people out at a time when it's difficult, and actually reusing these really valuable and useful items that should get a second life.
Yeah, of course, and I think it's fair to say when people have used them as well, they can return them to you again, and they have another life, don't they, there? Talk to me a little bit about, how many Ukrainian families you're expecting to be able to help, because it strikes me that demand for what you do is only going to grow.
Yes, so the information that we have so far is that, in Surrey, where we are based, there are over 700 families who've been matched, and I know some of them are waiting for visas to be approved, but we know that that's the level, and obviously because we know that 90% of those people arriving are women with children, and so obviously the sort of service that we provide is going to be important, because they're only coming with a suitcase or very limited belongings. So those big items that are essential for small children, cots and prams and high chairs, they're the things that are going to be left behind, toys and clothes, and we can be there to help fill that gap.
Tell me a little bit about Tatiana and her daughter Veronica. How did you come to meet them? And I'm sure you'll get onto this, but there's a significance of a very special doll as well, isn't there?
Yes, that's right. So we've made our services well known in the local area, and it was fantastic that a sponsor family reached out to us and asked if we could help. They knew that a lady with a 2-year-old daughter was arriving, and they sort of put a list together of the things that they thought she would need. We also were able to make some suggestions as well of what would be useful, and we got some items ready for her. When they arrived at the warehouse to collect them, they'd actually brought the family along, so it was fantastic to meet Tatiana and little Veronica, who was just so cute. And we always try and pack the referrals to order. We love to know about the interests of the children, if they like Peppa Pig or princesses or Lego. It's great to be able to match the right items with the right child. So we had some toys available for Veronica to have a look at, and just moments of absolute joy when her and Mum spotted a doll, and they both got very excited, and it was exactly the same as one that they'd had to leave behind. And so just how wonderful to be able to pass that doll across to her, and you could see that she was absolutely delighted with it. Yeah,
we've been looking at pictures, and it really does bring it home, doesn't it, the importance of the work that you're doing, and quite clearly there must also have an effect on the team that you're with, to be able to see firsthand, to meet the people that you're able to help.
Yes, that's right. So normally our service is referral, it's the health visitors and social workers and staff from the Women's Refuge who come and collect from us. But in this scenario, obviously, it makes sense for the host families to collect themselves. So absolutely wonderful to meet Tatiana and Veronica and to see that impact. And it was absolutely lovely as she was leaving. She blew us a kiss and went to give Sarah and our team a hug, and just absolutely lovely. And we know that the team put so much work into getting these referrals ready. We know that baby banks across the country are scaling up to help families, but to have that personal moment of connection really put it all in perspective.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Nicola, thank you. It's a really great story, and thank you for the work that you're doing. Best of luck with it. A lot of work ahead, I'm sure, but thank you for telling us those stories this morning.
Lovely to speak to you.
Nicola Dawes, founder and chief executive of Stripey Stork.